Oh, that's me. Morning, Crazy Chris. How's it going? What's going on here this morning? I know you're only be popping in before you have to go back out again, but morning, how we doing? Harp okay? Mm-hmm. You'll get used to the ride to work, love, you will. Well, I suppose it's not just the ride to work, is it? It's the ride to work, having to keep your energy levels up all day and then ride home again. That's the nightmare thing about riding to work. It's the ride home as well. So what you're not seeing at the moment is me just take some grass boughs up to the goats. We're on a new month. Morning, Jimmer. How's it going? That's kind of what you're not seeing. Morning down under. Morning down under. What are we doing? Car today because of the heat. Not for how many crazy depending on this heat. No, too fucking right. Don't blame me. Okay. That's a bit weird. They said they needed some and now they don't. That's very weird. They did say they needed some, didn't they? Or I just brought these over for nothing. Food. Total food capacity 0. Yeah, so they got nothing. So why aren't you taking that? That's all grass. Kev, morning. Wow, Kev, what the fuck are you doing up? Well, to be honest, I can guess. You haven't had a very good night of it. Thank you for the likes, people. Thank you for the likes. Oh, what a twat. What a twat. I know why. I know why they didn't take the food now. What an idiot. You've not slept at all? Jesus. Well, make sure you get some today, dude. Right. I'll let you see this in a minute. Because we've dropped the grass off. We're just dropping the trailer off. Back up at the bow shed. And yeah, I boo-booed. Because we dropped the... we've dropped the grass at the wrong fucking place. And I don't know whether it's the game this morning, but there seems to be like a little bit of controller lag. Let's get the game screen. Yeah, there seems to be a bit of gaming lag input. I mean, for instance, my farm sim stick is not quite working as it should. Maybe I could just turn it off and on and it'll be alright again. But I don't know. Steering's alright. It's just whenever I go to use the farm stick, it's like I've got to disconnect the whatever I'm using and put it back on again, and disconnect and put it back on again. Ad brake, yep. I'm gonna just put this one in the French barn for now. Went to bed at about 1 AM, couldn't sleep, and got up. Man, how you doing, mate?
It's reduced at the minute to £69. How can you resist?
Alright, so let's let you see the problem. I've dumped them on the water thing. The food thing is right in front. Yeah. That's the problem. But we'll just need to put these down here. And then we'll go right again. Morning, Replay. How's it going, buddy? You alright? Jesus, Replay, you're up early as well. Shit. You just got in from where? Okay. We'll see soon. Oh, it's the Van Halen version. Okay. Who is it? Redubbed this as well. Redid this as well. Was it Apollo 440? Of course, theirs is more kind of poppy. I mean, you get the guitar, but theirs is kind of more poppy. Tell you what, though, this Kramer is fucking powerful. That was 3 bells. It didn't even fucking blink an eyelid then. Let's try 4. Oh, this is... yeah, 4 maybe a bit much. Which one is that? The Kramer. The Kramer, mate. The Kramer. On power-wise, with the Merlot, it's a little less powerful. It also has an active PTO, so you can power other stuff if you want to. But yeah. Right, that's my farm stuff, so the animals have been taken care of again. In fact, we're going to park this up in a different place, to be fair. We're going to park this up just here, just outside. It's out of the way. To be honest, I'm going to park this up like you should park it up, or like the manufacturers tell you to park it up.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Already, Kev? Jesus, man. You're not even going to wait? No, that's how the manufacturers tell you to put it. And I'll tell you why, too. I'll have a drink in a minute, Kev. Don't panic. So, there's a very good reason why they tell you to park it like this. And the main reason is, if any of the hydraulic hoses are broken, they can easily recognize it in the morning. So, obviously, tilt for the pallet trucks will be down all the way or be somewhere weird. If the extender is broke, if the extender pipes are broken, it won't be extended. And if the up and down's gone, then it'll be flat down. So that's kind of why they stick it up like that. Kev, if you can't sleep, you want to come on the farm, mate? It's opening. Oh, there you go, dude. Also, from when you were on here the other day, it's been another month. I've got that other field, so I can have 2 people on. Haha. So that's basically all the stuff I need to do on the farm today. Like when I say on the farm, I'm not leaving. Don't panic. It's contract time. I did those grass contracts the other day as well. So we've got a cultivating, we got a fertilizing, we got no harvesting because I haven't got the harvesters. We got some mowing. There's a 10 grand one. That's nice. And we got a load of wood transports. Nice. I'm not going to go join you for now. I might do it later. No, actually. So my plans for the day basically are, I'm going to do my stream, obviously. Then I'm going to try and get a nap because I'm lacking in sleep myself, because it was a warm night, but we had all the fans on all night. So it meant, you know, at some point during the night, it did get rather fucking cold. And, yeah. And then at about 4 o'clock this morning, I woke up shivering. But, yeah, I can't turn the fans off just in case the wife needs them. So I just got out of bed. I'm just going to spray this off and then I'm going to go do this contract. So I know you're going to think I'm mental, but at least if I spray these off before and afterwards, A, it shouldn't clog up and break them a little bit, and B, I should be able to see out the windows of the tractor while I do the contracts. So it's twofold. Yeah, it's too warm for me. Like I say, it was all right last night till about, like I say, or till this morning about 4 o'clock, and then all of a sudden I was freezing my ass off. It's just starting to get warmer as well now. So, I mean, I just say just starting to get warm. It's 12 degrees outside. I don't know what it is inside at the moment. I haven't looked. There we go. Where is the first one? So yeah, we've bought this field now, Kev. So I've got grass, canola. And if you count all the areas, I've got 10 areas now. So yeah, if we count them, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can have 2 people in. Okay, so this one's on the way out. I think I'll do this one, and then we'll come through this area, and then through, we'll work our way down through it for 44. Then we'll probably pop across this way, out, go up through the town, do 11. Where's the other one? There was 4 contracts, weren't there? 1, 2. Oh, there's another one over here. Okay, yeah, we'll do 11, then we'll do the bigger one last. According to my watch, I've had 1 hour 38 sleep all night. Yeah, that's deep sleep. I think that's the way that what the watch is calculated. It's deep REM sleep. Wow, Dragon Mister. Jeez. Unfollowed me. What a prick. Nah, I know that's probably Twitch that unfollowed you, mate. It's fine. How's it going? Going all right, mate? Going all right? On. Follow age 36 seconds, so Twitch has reset your whole thing. And yet you're only in yesterday, so I don't know what's happening, mate. I really don't know what's happening with Twitch follows. Because literally you were in yesterday, so yeah, I don't know. One hour 29 of light sleep, 29 minutes of 9 minutes of REM. Wow. Morning, Q. How's it going, dude?
I'll be spamming those fucking redeems tomorrow. I got enough points in there.
Yeah, a little tired, mate. A little tired. We'll get the stream done and we'll have a granddad nap, like a really early granddad nap. Like I say, I'm on radio at 5, so and then I've already discussed it with the wife. We're gonna have a late evening meal. Right, I'm just gonna put the ceiling fans on. It's just that I gotta go in, kind of hold one while it fucking starts itself up. It's stupid. Yep, they're going. There we go, that do. Yeah, I think we're all in the same boat this morning, just all too fucking hot, lacking of sleep, you know. So basically, if you're going to work today and nothing feels right, just fucking be careful. And when I say fucking be careful, if anything happens, see, it's you. It's all on you. So if anything feels off, make sure you inform your workplaces and go, look, today I may be a little bit off. And if you want me to go home, I'll go home, but I've only had X amount of hours kit. The thing is, if you don't tell them and something happens, your internet's a bit laggy today? If your internet's a bit laggy, what you can do to help it with Twitch is turn the resolution down. Your workplace won't send you home, even if you won't send me home, even if I were to let them. Well, I'm afraid they've got no fucking choice if your health is creating an unsafe situation. They've actually got no fucking choice, regardless of how much they fucking feel about it. And I know you don't work in like a factory or like that, Chris, but, you know, literally, if you're not feeling it and, I don't know, even, well, I suppose in your situation, you know, you're getting cranky because you've not had enough sleep, you know, it's creating an unsafe situation for the kids. So, they've got no fucking choice. They've got to let you. They've got to let you go home. And because you've tried, they can't. I don't. Well, in a lot of cases, they can't mark you down for not working because you've been there. You've tried. Like you say, they won't send you home. I don't know. Some companies might mark you down for an absence because they're cunts. But normally, if a company sends you home, normally you're not marked down for an absence. Kind of marked down as feeling unwell and had to go home. It's still, I think it's still kind of classed as an absence. Right, that's that one done. Right, let's go down to the one that's in the middle of everywhere. And some of you are going to go, why don't you finish that? Because it won't let you. Anyways, best get ready and catch you soon. No worries, crazy. We'll catch you later, love. How to fix a field some AI can't take anymore. How to fix a field some AI can't take anymore. What are you talking about? It won't do the GPS. What are you talking about? They can't take it anymore. AI can't find it. Yeah, so basically you get in there, you're telling them to do the job and they won't do nothing. Question, you play with seasons? Because if you're in a season where whatever you're trying to do isn't permitted, it won't let you do this. Won't let you do it. No, you're not playing seasons. Okay, that's not the case. Have you opened the field up a little bit more? Sometimes that can do it when you add on to the field. If that's not the case, what you may have to do is put something like who is it in the dev tool in and reset it manually. That's what you may have to do. Put the dev tool in and reset it manually. Right, there's a gate down there, I can see it. But not field 18, something is wrong with the field. Okay, what field 18 are you talking about? Field 18, well, on the normal map of this, field 18 on which map are you on? It's a grass field. Right, so explain map what it's a grass field. We know it's a grass field. What's it doing? Gene country times 4. So you're going right. So I presume you're going to, I don't know, cut it. What are you trying to do with it? And it's saying is it in saying that you can cut it? And I don't mean to treat you like a kid here, but you know, it says it's ready to be cut. And all that goodness. The thing is, there's only one real way to reset a field. Grass into the boughs and hay, and it's not letting you do nothing with it. And it's ready to be done. If all that is the case, it's ready to be done and everything, and it's not letting you do nothing. Well, it's not letting you do anything by AI. So with the AI worker, it's not bringing up this. It says no field data to be found. The whole field has to be reset. It's just sometimes happens. Are you using any mods to do with field data? How can I reset the field? Plow it. If you've not got dev controls in, you just plow it. You might have to manually plow it. Yeah, re-plow it, and then after you've plowed it, see if you've got GPS then, even with the plow. And if not, you'll have to plow it and set yourself a field, which you'll have to be careful about the plowing it, because obviously you probably don't want to move the borders of the field anywhere. Or just dev control the fields back to grass and have it ready for harvest again, and that way you don't lose nothing. That's one way you can reset it as well. Just dev control the grass to harvest if it's ready in your normal game. It was a bit on it. Something's happened to your field in, I don't know, some sort of way to not allow you to do anything with it. Oh, when you say, oh, no, that won't be the case. That's why I was thinking about something else that it could be, but I was thinking like the same as when I manually start to do stuff. Sometimes my controls just say that I haven't got anything attached when I have. So you might want to detach and reattach your tool. That might be a thing actually. Maybe your tractor doesn't see maybe your tractor hasn't seen your tool on, so maybe a quick detach reattach. It's green beans. Oh dear. Nah. Well, the field was green beans, sorry. Probably that's what you're trying to tell me, the field was green beans. Yeah, it shouldn't matter, dude, as long as you've taken the right steps to reset it to grass. What you've got on it now shouldn't matter at all. I mean, literally, if I'm going to change a field totally from, say, I don't know what you've got, green beans to grass, I would literally plow it rather than just mulch it. I would plow it because you've put a brand new crop in there. So I would plow it and then go through the stages of putting it back in. So for me, I plow it, lime it, cultivate it, fertilize it, plant it, and then field roll it. That's my stages to put it back in. Why do I do all that? Because it gives you better yield at the end, and then hopefully the more you replant it and take care of it, the better yield you would get. Say if you use a precision farming and say you give your first fertilizer stage when it's red, hopefully you can sort of tend to it throughout the growth stages and bring it up to normal. I mean, some crop don't allow you to spread after you first put it down, but it is what it is. But yeah, having green beans in before the grass shouldn't have really stopped you cutting the grass, or shouldn't have stopped the GPS of the field. The GPS of the field is the GPS of the field. Like I say, the only reason why they wouldn't see the GPS of the field is if there was something wrong with the field itself. What do I do that field? So it says I must go to Walter Buildings. You did a contract on it. Are you trying to do a contract? Well, because that sounds like a delivery point. No. Yeah. having it say go to Walter Buildings, it's weird. I think there's something wrong with your whole map, mate. And to be honest, I mean, I'm guessing, I don't know, but it sounds like there's something wrong with the map. I mean, it don't normally say go somewhere. I mean, it might say that, say, such and such is at high demand, but it shouldn't tell you to go somewhere if you're not doing a contract. And then it will only tell you to go somewhere to take the product when you've harvested it. So, yeah, I'd have to see it to know what the problem is. And then I'd be half guessing, but I could have a more educated guess by seeing what was wrong. I mean, that one's a weird one. It's not like I'm doing this. What do you do? You know, well, what stages would you plant and do stuff? It's not kind of like that thing. I think some have destroyed my map. It's children again. And to be honest, they shouldn't be able to destroy the GPS on a map, do. I mean, like I say, occasionally on a field, the GPS will not allow you to use it, but I don't know, you should be still allowed to, have you tried harvesting the headland on your own? You know, if you've now got grass, if you tried doing the headland on your own, just so that the game knows where the outlines of the field are. Well, that might work. Just do like the headland or two. Just to show the game, look, this is the field. I've had it sometimes where you go to a field and it just says, like, no GPS available. So I kind of do the headland and then, yeah, it comes back. I will plow it again. Like I say, if you use dev control, you could just stand on the field and dev whatever you wanted back into the field, save you losing anything. Especially if your grass field's ready to harvest and you've gone over to harvest it and now you can't do shit with it. Or what you could do is manually, if you're desperate for the grass, manually do the grass. And instead of like resetting your grass, so just ferting it and whatever you're going to do to reset it, to regrow, you just reset the field anyways after you've harvested. So cut the field manually. Yeah, you'll have some overlaps, but hey ho, at least you got your grass off. Or whatever's on it to be harvested. Yeah, that's a better idea. That's a better idea. Yeah. If it's ready to harvest, harvest it first. Get your stuff off the field. I know it means you doing it, but at least you get what's on the field to come off, and you're not losing nothing. Yeah, that's how I would reset it, definitely. If it's ready for harvest, no matter what's on the field, harvest it for definite. Get your money out of it, and then plough it. So you're kind of doing the whole cycle to reset the field. And then after you've ploughed it, like you've ploughed the whole field, when you've still got the plough on, try and put the GPS on it. And if it don't work, then you could always put the plow and set a new field, and then plow it again. I know it seems like a faff, but that should work. You know, if you've ploughed it, it's still not giving you GPS. Put it on make a field, then plough it again, and that should work. If it don't work, there's something wrong with the field itself, which means your map's broken. Well, your map's not broken, but that particular field may be broken. But morning, guys, morning. How's it going? If you're on the red side, please make sure you've subscribed, hit the thumbs up button, chat in the chat. Really helps a brother out. Thank you, Jimmer. In fact, you know, I said I was going to go down that way to get out when I finish this field. I think I should go back up out the other top. It's faster to the next field. And like I said, guys, because it's the start of the month again, it's when my money's at its lowest every month at the moment. So basically what I do is I save up during the month, start the next month, pay off all the bills, buy anything I need to buy, and then for the next, until, like, it's now October, so until November, I'll save until the next lot of the stuff happens. And literally, like I said the other day when we were farming, there is no great secret to how fast I earn money. I sit down and I graft it out. You know, you can, you know, if you're on a decent map with a decent yield on most fields, you know, you can earn money. No, not a problem. But if you're doing a playthrough that, you know, you're not getting, say, your fert when you're borrowing equipment, don't do ferting contracts, because buying the fert extra is going to cost you money. So, you know, a couple of $1,000 fert contract, if you're buying the fert, it's then $1,000. Or if it's like just over $1,000, remember the fert costs $1,000. Same with lime. You know, don't do liming contracts unless you've got plenty of lime, or the contract is actually worth buying the lime. Spraying as well, herbicide spraying, so herbicide weeding, you know, unless you're making a tidy profit, don't do it, because you have to buy the herbicide in. Just watching the percentage of the field complete. Probably get about halfway up this last lane, and that'll be about it. Not sure what they're doing, but this road works right beside, outside the pub again, and I live beside. Oh, next Wednesday when I normally do American truck, we've got the electricians coming in to check all the electrics. Either I won't be streaming, or it'll be a very late stream. When I say very late, it'll be they're coming between 8 and 12, and They say they're going to be between 2 and 4 hours, so to check everything. So yeah, Wednesday there might not be a stream. I mean, it's even going to be so picky that I'm going to have to unplug everything, because what they're testing is plug sockets, like that's on the house, light sockets, light switches, the fuse board. Yeah, it's going to be an absolute pain in the ass. So for part of it, we're gonna have no internet for a little while and everything. It's just going to be shite. Brax, good morning. How we doing? Morning, Jers. How's it going, buddy? Well, there should be a small grass field right in front of me at the end of this road. Not thanks, getting ready to visit the granddaughter. Nice. Oh, you have fun, dude. Do you know the great thing about seeing your grandchildren? You can give the fucking things back whenever you want. Literally, you can give the fucking things back whenever you want. You go, yeah, I love them, la, 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 la. And then if they're being naughty, you go, here, have to fuck her back again. She's only a wee code. Oh, she's still in that really nice, you know, baby phase still then. When she gets a little bit older, do you know what I like? Do you know what I like doing? With the grandchild? What is fuck this is? I like giving them a load of like fizzy pop and chocolate and shit, and then going, here, have your daughter back, or son. Pull them full of E numbers and then go, here, have them back. Well, how you doing? Just got a second. Just got two and a half, doing a bit hour drive to get there. Wow, yeah, you gotta go far, Jesus. Right, one field to do, which is over the other side. Doing a half-hour drive, holy shit. That's like fucking... Well, 2.5 hours is like fucking 170 miles, something like that? 180 miles? Jesus, that's a long round trip, dude. How's the farm? Farm's going alright, mate. Farm is going alright. Just started doing the, like, 1st of October stuff, paid the bills, looked after the animals on the farm. Just before I went on stream, I bought a field, and I've just gone past me fucking turning. I know, clever that, wasn't it? So I managed to do my one race that I had this week. Didn't do very well. Came 15th, but it was a shit race, mate. It was a shit race, really was. I mean, it was Tabuska, so it's a little tiny fucking racetrack that really shouldn't be used for GT3s. It's too small of a track really for GT3s. They're too powerful. Thank you for your streak. Appreciate it. Alright, one more field. Right, I am actually saving up for something. I'm saving up to actually buy the Big M. And that way that will give me 4 tractors, which is kind of almost perfect for this farm. 4 tractors, and then I've still got something to mow with as well. I mean, I've not got anybody on with me this morning, so it does mean that, you know, I could actually put another tractor on a job and just use an AI driver. You know, that is an option this morning. Like I say, I could use 2 AI drivers with nobody on, but as soon as anybody came on, they'd have to immediately take over from the AI guys. I mean, once I kick my brain in gear, I'll probably start doing that. I normally like to get a headland in though. Why? Because sometimes the AI just, I don't know what, they just don't do the headlands very well. Some great pictures in the Discord for the Eclipse. I'm in multiple Discords and there's some great pictures around of what people saw. A little funny. I had some people going, "Oh, we could still, you know, we couldn't see hardly any of it, but you know, so it's a full eclipse." So they were like, "No, it's." I think they rated the UK's viewing of the eclipse at 90%. So officially for the UK, it wasn't a full. Spain, it was classified as a full. So basically, we were just a few degrees off. When I say a few degrees, you know, the moon is something like, I don't know, 250 million miles away, on a guess. You know, so a few degrees may be 20 miles, like, once you get out there. Anyway, we know Minute's at work, or having his first break. We know Crazy Chris is just off to work. What's everybody else doing today? For breakfast I had just biscuits and coffee, so probably sometime during stream or just after stream I'll have to get something proper. Guess that won't last till dinner time. Like I say, I'm doing radio at 5 o'clock tonight when I'm supposed to be cooking tea, so... And same times on Saturday. Just conducting a little test. With the radio. Basically seeing if A, I can do it at that time. B, do I get more involvement from people listening? And if I do, am I enjoying it more? Well, of course I will, because there's people getting involved. That's my biggest, I don't know, hate with doing daytime radio over where I am, is that when I go on, there seems to be nobody about. I say nobody about. On the stats, it says I got 300 listeners, but nobody requesting anything. Right, this dude is basically doing its own thing now, so I can put this dude on AI steer. I've already done the headlands, so headland work off and go. Right, next thing. Any more mowing? No. One thing I figured out is I don't need to stone pick because all I'm doing with stones is selling them. So yeah, I don't really need to do that. And it takes a lot of time to do. Can't do spraying because I've not got any spraying stuff to do. My plow is a little small. Oh, hello. Corn on 20. Yeah, boy. That's worth doing. That's worth doing. Corn on 20. Right, 20 is... 20 is this one here. So I get to it by going down by 79 probably. Or is it in there? Either or will work for me. I'll try the other side of it and then I'll try the proper side of it. I'm going to need to bring a tractor down as well at some point. So what I might do is put this one on auto drive when I get there because I can have 2 AIs now. Or 2 real people with me. So I'll put this on AI straight away. And then I'll go get the tractor. And trailer. Now some of you will go, well, why don't you do the tractor first? Because this is slower. So I'm better off doing this first, getting it working, then going to get the tractor, and then by the time I get back, maybe there's half a load in here to offload. The thing is, the next harvester up from this is kind of expensive. This is only 100. I think this harvested like 104,000, 8,000 litre capacity, and to get like a 10,000 litre capacity is like, I don't know, about 400,000, 500,000. I don't know, just for a couple of thousand litres extra, you're paying 4 times the amount of this one. Now, Kev had a good idea the other day. Why didn't I just buy a second one of these? A second harvester. That only kind of works if the people that I've shared the map with and been cleared to share the map with, or probably better to say, come on and do stuff. Otherwise, I've just got a second harvester for nothing to sit in the shed. I'm not having a go at anybody there, you know. I know Kev's not up to it this morning because of lack of sleep. But, you know, I don't think, you know, Quiet's got it. I don't think he's been over since I gave him the map. So possibly next time I get a new map, he possibly won't get involved. So yeah, I am looking for other people to come on the farm with me, guys. I gotta know you for a little bit first, though, obviously. I'm not just gonna let you have a map that's out there by not knowing you. You know, the people that I've shared the map with, you know, I kind of know. You know, Kev, I play with all the time, SnowRunner, Roadcraft, Welsh. Anytime I'm trucking, he's there. You know, Quiet used to be around in the community quite a lot, but sometimes just IRO takes over. It is what it is. And I expect that's what it is this time. IRO is just taking over. I'm trying to get into farming myself. You're trying to get into farming. Well, to be honest, try doing your own thing first to get used to just applying yourself in on the farm, and then try and join a community map or somebody that's sharing the map, kind of like me, but you know. It's this for this field here. And then, like, if they've got certain ways of doing stuff to replant, then you can learn those ways. When I say learn those ways, you know, if they do stuff a specific way to get a yield bonus or whatever, you know, you can learn how to do that. Headlands first. Yeah. Go. Right, he'll do his thing. I'll go get the tractor. There we go. I'm also watching that mowing guy for when he's finished. Yeah, I mean, like I say, go if you want to learn to farm, get on the farm sim, have a play about with the machinery and stuff, try and do stuff yourself, ask a few questions in people's streams or communities or whatever, to try and get yourself on a better thought process when you're playing it, and then, like I say, join a community farm or try and get on somebody's map with them, and then when they it's like, right, we got to harvest that and turn it around, while you're trying to do stuff, they can explain kind of why they do it and which order they do it in, and then you'll get a better understanding about kind of what the basics are. I know the basics, like harvesting, seeding, ferting, etc. Just not got a clue about more advanced stuff. To be honest, you don't need to know about more advanced stuff. Really don't. There's not much more you need to learn. You know, yeah, precision farming, getting used to planting with seasons on maybe is slightly more advanced. But other than, you know, knowing which order to turn your fields round, knowing how to use precision farming to your advantage, which is kind of a fairly new thing over the last 15 years in IRO farming anyways. Yeah, yeah, learning your way around that sort of stuff is advanced farming, and it's just kind of what you want to do as a farmer on your farm, or whatever you want to do on other people's playthroughs. The thing is, as well, is like I say with trucking and everything, guys, is when you are into the game, try not to overplay it. Farming is very, very repetitive on things you've got to do. So, yeah, the attraction factor may be massive. The dissatisfaction factor is also massive. You know, people come into the farming community, like the simulator farming community, and go, yeah, I could do that. And then after a week or so, they go, fucking boring, this, isn't it? Because they've literally rinsed just farming this or just farming that, or just doing animals, or just doing this or just doing that. They literally rinsed it out, and you go, well, it's kind of your fault, mate. You got to do different stuff to make it interesting. And the way I make it interesting for myself is I set myself challenges. That's how it's interesting for me. So, like now, I'm doing a Roy's Rules challenge. So, it's his map. He set me challenging rules to play with. So, you know, he knows the way I normally farm. and he set it, so I'm sort of taken out of my comfort zone. And that way, I'm challenged. Yeah, I'm a bit like that with trucking at the minute. Overplayed it a bit much, now just taking a break. Yeah. To be honest, trucking is the same way, mate. Trucking is the same way. Do you know how I keep trucking fresh for me? And this seems a bit weird, not to say, but weird to explain a bit, I suppose, is when I do a job, I don't pick it. So literally I go to a company, yeah, I pick it from the company listings. When I complete that job, I don't just look for somewhere to go on the map and then ding it in. Literally, I see what's at the company again and I pick it again. And if there's nothing at the company, I try global contracts and see what's there. And just so I don't have to deal with the World of Trucks thing, I make the job that's on the global thing. So I'm never picking a job. Like, I'm never picking a job for myself or making a job for myself, because that can be really repetitive. I mean, you ask Minute used to start, he'll admit this himself if he's listening, he used to start, every time he used to start a convoy, he used to start from San Giovanni and go 600 miles up the road to the same city on his first job every time without fail. And even he'll admit that was getting boring. And now even he's doing what I'm doing and trying to leave it to random. Because you never know where you're going to be heading. You never, ever, ever know where you're going to be heading. All that we basically know, like next time I play ATS, I know I'm starting from Colorado, from Denver, Colorado. Where I'm heading, ain't got a fucking clue yet till I actually get in that day and I see what jobs are around. Let's go there. Right, I'm not going to do anything with the harvester yet because the grass guy's nearly finished. Ducky, how you doing, love?
Oh, guys, he's going to cream me in the face.
Right, is there any more
He's
mowing
not going to
jobs?
tell me when he's doing it.
No, but there's a tedding job that's rather nice.
Oh.
Oh, there is another mowing job. Okay, I'll take that. And what we will do is collect some of these jobs in that we've already done. Yeah, not too bad. A little tired today. It was really hot late last night, and then all of a sudden woke up this morning, I was absolutely freezing where we had the fans on. So literally in a minute, that dude might be in the way. Let's just watch this dude come up, because when he goes up and turns, I might be in the way. Grass dude's finished, so I just need to take him over to where he's got to go, and then I'll take over the harvester. There we go. Gish. There we go. Alright, where are we going for this other grass? So it's 61. 61. Oh, it's at the top. Okay, yeah, we're getting from there. Okay, I know where I'm going. You're okay? Good, good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, yeah. There's something about your baby I like. Gonna feel like a long day for me, guys. Today it really is. It's my own doing, so you know I'm not blaming anybody. Like I say, not having enough sleep is gonna be a killer. And then I'm streaming now. I'm on the radio at 5 till 7. And yeah, like I say, after stream, I'm just gonna, I don't know, chill out and maybe have a granddad nap, so that I'm bright-eyed and spangly for 5 o'clock. So I'm on the radio with full of energy, full of beans, and yeah, we'll try and put out a cracking show. And then the same on Saturday. So I might not be around for the early part of minute stream, just to chill out a little bit extra. That's if he's going first. I mean, he might have me go first, and then I'll do a job with him and take a granddad nap. I'll have to have a word with him about it. Oh, come on. I'll be glad when I can get the big M, really will. Downside is the big M's like 400,000. That's that one done. Let's go back to you. I'll wait till he gets to the end, and then I'll take him over. And then when I get to like, well, there we go. Boom. So, one of the main differences between you doing this and the AI doing this is you're always quicker on the turns. So he'll think about it and get himself in exactly the right position, where you as a person will kind of go, boom, oh, that'll do, boom, away you go again. You know, you won't make yourself too accurate to the next line. You'll just like get yourself roughly there and away you go. And yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Sometimes you get everything, sometimes you don't. So, looking out the window today, guys, the sun is high in the sky, it is bright, it's supposed to be the hottest day this week before it cools down again, and hopefully next week we get some rain, and the temperatures are going to be a lot lower. So next week's averages are about 23 degrees, according to the weatherman already, and there could be some rain in the forecast as well. Sounds like a groovy time. %. First beep's 50%, second beep's 80%. I just hope we get up around the top before we hit the 80%. So we can get up around the top, we can offload, get back on the lines, and then crack on again. So I only had a couple of more days, guys, before my giveaway. It's only going to be a small one. Why? Because the last couple of months, because it's been so warm outside, I've been very, very slow in terms of, you know, what's coming in. And, you know, what comes in affects what goes out. I'm just lucky that we do ads over here, and that basically covers the shortfall to be able to do the giveaways. You know, many people say, why do you do ads? Because I like giving back to the community that watches. And the ads pay, you know, when on a quiet month, the ads are about 2/3 of my revenue. Horrible to say that, really. That the ads are 2/3 of my revenue. But it is. You know, but it's like I always say, I'm not here for your money. Really not. So some of you are going to go, well, what are you saying it for? Well, you know, it's like I say, if you guys want to see me play other games and stuff, I kind of can't without your help. That's kind of twofold. Right, let's finish this line, and then we'll go back and empty the save. Now, there's so much I want to do and give to you guys and that, and you know, we're talking about, you know, getting a server for trucking, but yeah, that's really going to need a couple of people getting involved. I know there's a couple of people who want to get involved. Oh, guys, if you're in the VTC, make sure you've read the VTC announcements page, which is new in the Discord. So you may have to go to the browse section on the top and click into it. There's a couple of new channels. One is VTC announcements. The other one is VTC convoy deployment or something. I forget what it's actually named. And that channel is basically to go. I'm going to be doing a stream such and such a time, such and such a date. Please come and join me. And that's what that's for. Instead of putting it in VTC chat and maybe losing it, you'll just put it in there. It should be the top one. And then as soon as your time has passed, you go back in and delete your post. Just so it's clean all the time and people can easily see it. And then if people from the VTC go, oh, I missed your post, I didn't know, la 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 la, because I couldn't find it, they've got no excuse. You may have seen in VTC announcements as well, an announcement there about, if you have read it, about paid and shared mods. Now, that rule, like I've put underneath, includes pro mods. So next time Pro Mods updates, you'll have to go get your own. It's easy, guys. It's easy. Don't be frightened. It's easy. If you need to be talked through it, I can talk you through it. That's not a problem. There's a paid way of doing it, and there's an unpaid way of doing it. Like I say, I can talk you through it. It's no problem. And then once you've done it, it's kind of easy. The downside is if you don't want to pay for it, it takes a little while. When I say it takes a little while, last time I downloaded all of the Pro Mod stuff that I use, it took about 2 hours to download it all. And that wasn't the download timings, that was just because after every single mod that you download, there's a 5-minute cooldown. So you sort of download a mod, cooldown, download a mod, cooldown. And it's basically the cooldowns that's the length of time. But yeah, I can talk you through it, talk you through how to extract the mods out of the zip folders. And then once you've done it once, I swear you'll have it all the time, because Pro Mods actually updates about 5 times a year at the moment. I'm not sure where they're going to go soon though. I mean, people are talking about it, and I'm not sure what they're going to do soon. And the reason why I say I'm not sure what they're going to do soon, what happens when SCS catches up with all the maps? Either we're not going to need Pro Mods anymore, which would be a good thing, I think. And it will be a good thing. Or Pro Mods are going to have to move on to something else. And when I say something else, maybe somewhere else for maps. Like, I don't know, maybe giving us Africa. Or, I don't know, even further over in the Middle East. Or something like that. You know, they're going to have to give us somewhere else. And of course we've got... Insane X, they're going to be doing their own version of TMP, you know, which means are they going to overlay maps as well? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm going to try it. Of course I'm going to try it. I mean, why wouldn't you try it? I think the majority of base map is up to Pro Mods. Pro Mods quality now. Apart from the UK, everything else seems to be up to the newer maps, mate. Anything over the last 4 or 5 viable DLCs for maps, absolutely. And they've got better every single time they bring a new one out. Like you say, some of the original stuff needs redoing. So the UK, the Netherlands, Belgium, although they're kind of revamping Belgium bit by bit, parts of France, some of the border crossings in Europe obviously aren't there anymore, so they need to I don't know, reposition, take them away, whatever. You know, they just aren't there anymore. But yeah, things need changing. Definitely things need changing in the trucking world. Virtual trucking world, should we say. You know, maybe give us some more challenging roads. You know, give us some more B roads or as such. No, countries aren't just about motorways. Give us some B roads that the trucks can fit down. Because there's a lot of them. Morning, Welsh. How's it going, brother? %. Hopefully we'll make it up to the tractor again and offload. I only really use Pro Mods for UK at the minute. Well, you're okay? Good. To be honest, I use Pro Mods regardless. If it's available, I use it. If I don't use Pro Mods, I don't really like using the UK. If I'm using Pro Mods, I'll, you know, anytime somebody wants to go to the UK, yep, no problem. Without Pro Mods, do you want to go to the UK? That's kind of how it is at the moment. If somebody wants to go to the UK and I'm on Sim 2, it's like, It's just that that's... Compared to what Pro Mods gives you for the UK, there's just... Yeah, when you go to the normal maps, it's like, yeah, whatever. And some of you are going to go, do they really give you that much? Yeah, they do. The UK, on average, is about a third more roads. A third more. That's just not me saying there's a third more. There is about a third more roads in the UK when you use Pro Mods. Not only that, I mean, in Pro Mods you can come down sort of to where I live. I know you can get down to Plymouth anyway, but, you know, you've got the road to Bodmin, you know. The M62 in the Midlands is there, you know, virtually complete. I know it doesn't go to Leeds, but it's virtually complete. Yeah, and other stuff like that. It's just better. Not only that, is with Pro Mods you can go to Ireland. You know, there's quite a bit of Wales in there. You know, you can drive past Glasgow and go up to Wick. Now, one thing I have said, maybe Pro Mods can do, which I don't think the game will do, is they could give us Land's End of John O'Groats. That would be something, wouldn't it? Yeah, Iceland is coming through SCS though, isn't it? And Ireland's coming through SCS, so they're two things that are coming. And apparently with the UK rebuild, with the England rebuild, we are going to get Wales. So that's coming in the UK rebuild whenever we get it. So SCS are catching up, it's just taking them a way to do it, you know? I mean, my thoughts are, if anybody from SCS is watching, listening, to get these maps out faster to combat Pro Mods, stop rebuilding bits that we've already got until these new maps are in, and then rebuild them when you've got plenty of time. That would be my thing. Let's get this stuff out. Let's get rigids out. Let's get buses out that you've promised us for 12 months. You know? Let's get this stuff out that you've been promising for ages and ages and ages, and then do the rebuild of stuff. You know, little cities in Europe. No, let's get the UK built. Let's get these buses and rigids out. You know, let's get some stuff that you've been promising your community for over 12 months out there and done. I know I sound like a whinging bitch this morning, but you know, it's kind of annoying, which is why I don't watch Autonomy anymore. It really isn't. I literally stopped watching them like 6-8 months ago. And that's because he was promising stuff like, oh yeah, this is coming soon. Yeah, like I say, rigids were over 12 months ago now. It's still not here. Hey, that guy? Well, to be honest, you would think being part of SCS, because that's what he is, he's a part of SCS. Being part of SCS, he would be more accurate in what he's trying to tell people. Hey, Grinning, how's it going? He would be more accurate in what he's telling people about what's coming soon. I know what I would do if I was, I don't know what he is, a publicist, whatever. Cheers, catch you later, bro. I would literally go to these departments and say, look, how far are you really from getting this out? And then you could tell people the truth. And in that way, I feel you could get more views because what you've told people will actually happen in the time frame you'll do. You said. Driving to work? Nice. Well, you'd be fucking careful, mate, watching me and driving to work. Just watching that mowing contract, he's got the 70% and stopped. Just going to keep an eye on it for the next minute or two. Maybe he's got himself hooked on a hedge or something. I thought we'd have coaches out by now. But we've not heard anything for a few weeks now. But the thing is, here's the thing. The rigids are actually causing a problem. Why? Apparently it's because they can get the trailers to work, because the trailers work in the same fashion as a semi-truck. But they have a problem where the load won't go on the truck itself, the rigid part of the truck itself. So in that vein, if you take that vein into coaches, the jobs might work exactly the same. Because people are going, and I know some of you are going to go, whoa, TMP's got them working. Yeah, TMP's done an exact copy of the DB Bus app, which is an add-on for Eurotruck. It's exactly the same. The journeys are the same, except you can use coaches instead of just the town buses. But the jobs are exactly the same. I know, I've used DB Bus. Yeah, so that's why what's taking so long for 1.61 to be released then? To be honest, we're kind of getting to where the new update is should be out at some point, which will mean maybe 2 or 3 weeks or a month or two without Pro Mods. And like I say, when Pro Mods comes out, now with our rules as they are, you'll have to go get your own Pro Mods, which, like I say, I'm quite willing to sit down and talk you through. Yeah, that dude, what we'll do is we'll put this dude on automatic in a minute. We'll go and sort out the mower, because he looks like he's stuck against a hedge by the looks of it. He's been on 70% for a little while now. I take it you've not seen the SCS block? No, I don't see them fucking things. They're just as much of liars as fucking Autonomy. To be honest, mate, I'll believe it when it's out and ready to use. Which are looking like they are going to be palletized, possibly not going to be hook and draw. No, but by all accounts, you know, I don't know. I don't know. They could cheat, couldn't they? And when I say they could cheat, in Steam Warehouse, there are some really good rigid and drag mods in there. And I say really good, they actually work perfectly. I mean, what would it take to actually use one of them? Asking the modder's permission, that's it. And then the modder just sends his thing over how he made it, boom, done. Oh, it's full, okay. I'm gonna have to empty this then. Yep, I know. I've looked. They use an invisible trailer. Well, you say that, Brax, but like I say, I've seen some good ones, and the people that I've seen using them, you know, when they go with just the trailer, when they go with just the truck, you can see the weight, and then when they go with the trailer, you can see the weight kind of double. So when you say invisible trailer, that would say to me that the trailer's not there, they're not loading it, but they are. I have one in Stobart skin. Never mind. You have a trailer with a company that's gone bust. GG's. Sorry, not gone bust, because they still got the rail section. But almost bust. It's a shame, you know, that they have, you know, Stobart's was a kind of institution, but when you get greedy, that's what happens. And when I say when you get greedy, that's what happens. You know, I know they were trying to expand in a lot of different stuff, but some of the stuff they were trying to expand into cost a lot of money. You know, planes, airports, you know, advertising for those things, you know, costs a lot of money, a lot of money. Instead of investing in just sticking to the basics, investing in trucks, drivers, you know, keeping everything looking spick and span and all that shit. Yeah. You know, so it's like you kind of did it to yourselves. All right, let's put this dude on here while I go sort out grass, dude. There he is. Right, what's the matter with you? What is the matter with you? You got shitloads of... Oh, hold on. That's what's the matter with you. What the fuck? It won't Okay. I'll have to do that myself then. Fuck off. It won't do the headlands. There was also one for well-known whiskey hiccup. Well, like I say, dude, it is what it is. Mistakes happen, but you know, the overspending certainly ended Stobart, or ended the main division of Stobart, shall we say. I mean, it comes to something when, because I've watched documentaries about Eddie Stobart, and it comes to something when it's cheaper to go and get your own fuel for your depots than it is to have it delivered. I know, I mean, I know the ins and outs of why it was cheaper to do that. You know, it was cheaper to buy his own trucks and then buy fuel at cost than what it was to have it delivered and pay a delivery price as well. Which is the you know, the state of the UK in terms of fuel and diesel, petrol and diesel. You know, I'm sure many of you know fuel and petrol and diesel gets taxed up to about 8 times before you know, I say you guys because I don't have a petrol or diesel car anymore. You know, before you guys put it in your tank. You know, it gets taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed. Many times. Import tax, this tax, that tax, fucking refinery tax, you know? It probably comes over to us in crude oil, and we have to turn it into petrol and diesel. That gets taxed. It gets transported, transportation tax. It gets fucking, you know, consumer tax. It's the most heavily taxed item in the UK. And everybody needs it. And the government knows everybody needs it. Because, you know, there's still a really good average of 1 car per household. In fact, it's probably higher than, it's probably slightly higher than that now, on an average. And 1 car per household, when there's like, I don't know, a couple of million houses in the UK, there you go. A couple of million times fuel tax and road tax and this tax and that tax. You know? And people wonder why the government can just go, let's just do this and do that and do this and do that. Yeah. Look at the taxes that they're getting just from roads and shit. I know they say that road tax go back into the roads, you know, but how long have you had a pothole down your street that they haven't fucking fixed? That they've known about for ages? You know, and then you'll go on the motorway and they're doing something on the motorway which a week ago when you went down, let's just say there was nothing wrong with it. And they decided to dig up the road just to waste some money. Now, I'm not saying that's the case, but it does happen. Where all of a sudden they'll see, oh, we got a pot of money, we need to spend it. What should we spend it on? Oh, let's spend it on this road. Don't need it, but, you know, let's just spend the money. And that does happen. I've seen it a lot of times, you know. Just in the city here, we had a road that was very much fucked, needed totally resetting. Had so many potholes on, you could fucking put a whole field of plants in the potholes and grow them quite nicely. It was like that for 4 years. Zets, how we doing, bud? Yeah, it was like that for 4 or 5 years. And then all of a sudden they did something about it. And skepticism as I am, you know, they probably only really did something about it because they had money left over that they had to spend. Not bad, thanks. But had a great show. GG's, mate. You know, it's just all like this. You know, they've like got 2 and 3 houses that they get rebate on and shit. Fuck off. If you've got 1 house that you live in, you pay fucking everything on the next one. You don't get 2 or 3 houses for free. Kiss my ass. Kinda don't mind 1, but 2nd one and 3rd one, kiss my ass. Go fucking pay for yourself. Why should we, the taxpayer, fucking keep you in your thing? Going to keep your tab? No worries, bud. Get what I'm saying? Why should we have to keep them? Because that's what we're doing. We're keeping them. And what do they do for the average person? Virtually nothing. Make policy so that they don't get fucking snapped up in it. It's about time we actually had some people in, I don't hate talking about politics, but some people in power that are actually for the people. And I know a few of you are going to go, oh, refugees and this and that and the other. Yeah, it's all right. There's so many refugees in the country, but you keep tabs on them so they're not stealing our jobs and shit. You know what I mean? where are we? Oh, it's over there. Okay. How do I get there? Oh, is that just down the laneway from me? Okay, I think that's where we're going. Whoop, hello. Come on. I think that's just down the laneway from me. I reckon Harvester will be full in a minute. Your camera's flickering? Yeah, it's probably not having it, not getting enough light. It's probably not getting enough light, or... because it looks a little dark. You wouldn't think so, because there's a light here. There's a light in front of me, there's lights behind me. Oh, it's full, okay. Yeah, I'll pull the curtain back here in a minute. I didn't really want to, but put the curtain back beside me. That'll help. Or it could be just the USB's dropped down. Could be the USB. Remember, I've got it on an extension lead. Could be that. Just every so often the extension, the USB-C extension lead just fucks up. And to solve it, I got to unplug it and plug it back in. Hold on. Ooh. Camera's going to switch off. Oh. I know the camera's paused now. I've got to tell it where it is again. Everybody crazy's got a shot dress man. There we go. I'm done. And I'll open the curtain for a bit more light as well. Oh, we've got 82% in here with best go offload. So we're halfway through the day and we're already up 30 grand. So like I said before, guys, earning money is easy if you're doing the right stuff. And when I say you're doing the right stuff, it's just basically picking the right contracts for you and making them worth your time and effort. Like I say, there's no great secret about what I do. Also, the other side of what I do is I don't overspend. So basically, I don't I don't take leases out where I can't afford them. You know, but basically I don't take leases. That's my thing. I don't take leases. If I want something, I save up and then I buy it. You know, same as now. I want a big M just so I release another tractor for main jobs. I won't buy the big M until I get enough money to buy one. You know, I'd like to, you know, put all the money and relieve the debt. 600,000. But that's going to take a few months. You know, that would help me out, even though the loan payments are only like, I don't know, 1,000 a month, just say. You know, which is nothing. 1,000 a month's one contract. You know, so basically 5,000 a month and 1,000 a month. So 6,000 a month I've basically got to save. I've got that already for the payment. So, you know, I can basically say 51,000 of what's there is mine. And there you go. I've got to get 10,000 from this plus whatever's left over, and 6,000 from the mowing. I say 6,000 from the mowing, less about £500 for the AI doing it. And literally, that's all I'm going to do. The cultivating jobs are building up, so we'll probably get something on cultivating in a minute. Can't do that one because of that harvester, because it's a harvester with no capacity and it's broken. When I say it's broken, what should happen is it does have a default capacity of about 100 litres. The downside is, the reason why I say it's broken is because it should stop when it's fully loaded, but this one doesn't. It carries on and just messes up your fucking field. So not worth it. Look at how many stone picking contracts there are, and I don't want to do them because that's not worth doing. When I say they're not worth doing, the contracts are kind of worth doing. They're a little slow, but when it comes to getting rid of the stones at the end of it, I can only sell them, and they're not worth a lot. Whereas if I was allowed to use Roy's farm production thing, 3 tits, whatever you want to call it, I could put it in there and get free fertilizer, or basically free fertilizer. It's like £2 a cycle, and it makes like 10,000 fucking litres, and you add a little bit of water to it, which is free. So yeah, it's not worth doing. The only time it's worth stone picking now is if I've got nothing else to do, then I'll do those contracts, or if my own fields need them. And that's the only reason why I would stone pick now. Like I say, time versus effort versus cost. So the time it takes you versus the effort it takes you, so the time it takes you to do the job versus what you're going to get in return. After spending out whatever you need to spend out on, I don't know, AI drivers or say like lime for spray. Yeah. If I'm going to get a sprayer, then I'm going to have to put a liquid fertilizer thing next to my thing. And that's going to, if I'm planning that, I'm going to have to plan it because obviously I need to build the fertilizer thing. I need to buy liquid fer or liquid herbicide and be able to store it. Don't think you can. Can you store herbicide? What would it be? Silos? Be some of these. Liquid fert, lime, petrol, pig food, fert, petrol, This is a silo filled with different products. So I wonder if it can be kept in there. Silo can be filled with different products. Yeah, I wonder if it can be put in one of those. And that's a water tank that you got to pay to be refilled. Which cracks me out. Why would you buy that and have to pay to refill it when you could just buy that and it's free? Huh? Why would you do that to yourself? Because if you... Here's the thing. If you fill that water tanker up, I think it's about 4 dimes, you've paid for the windmill. And you'll use that water thing, I don't know, maybe for 1 greenhouse. Like the whole thing. I'm just looking down into the combine. Yep, got it. Let me get out of the way, dickhead. Alright, let's go back up the top and wait for him to do a couple of lines and then we'll do it again. Just watching the mowing because that dude stopped. Well, I think the dude stopped anyway. Been on 49% for a little while. Oh no, 50% now. Okay, so he's still going. It's okay. It's okay, still going. We're not gonna take it. Oh. Inactive? It's fucking active, you dickhead. Oh, it's inactive because I'm using it. Meh. I don't want that, I want the other one. That one there. Looks a bit zoomed out. I've just had to unplug it and plug it, so... Come on, start up. Probably fucking updating while it's there. We cannot show capture because you're a dickhead. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, we're not gonna take it. Oh, we'll have to do that some other time. Can't alter it until I've stopped using it through OBS. It'll just have to wait. Right, I'm hoping we can get the whole of this field. The trouble is, I don't think we are. I don't want to deliver anymore. Yeah, I don't. The key is now not to deliver anymore because we're getting really close to 100%ing. And if you're 100% before he cuts everything, you can't collect everything. So you just got to kind of get really close and then not deliver. Because obviously delivery is the last 20% of your of what you need for to 100% the field. And like I say, you don't want 100% before everything's cut. 6%. Don't think this is going to work out. I think I've delivered about a half a load too much. This is still probably about 4 ups and downs to do. It's still like 4 or 5 ups and downs to do. I know the harvester will hold 8,000 litres. Like I say, it's kind of a difficult one. You know, what we'll do is we'll just watch the harvester. If this field was mine right now, I would lob this in the silo with the dryer that I got, just to get it to optimum moisture levels. Right, leave it in there for a month or so. We might get lucky here. Might get lucky and get it all. That'd be nice. Like I say, guys, I'll be streaming today. Well, I am streaming today. You see I'm streaming. But later on, I'll be on radio for 2 hours between 5 and 7. And then, of course, right after me, you got Mackers. And the same on Saturday. So if you need me today for anything VTC wise, I'll be around, but you'll have to just message me. Me and Kev were talking about the state of the farm at the moment. When I say the state of the farm, it's not a state, it's just the status of the farm at the moment. And we're on about, like, you know, how at the beginning it was super hard, and, you know, now it's getting kind of, you know, the more you get into it, the more equipment you got, it gets easier gradually. You still got to make tough decisions on what you do. Like I say, you can make a bad decision on, you know, buying a certain thing, and then, you know, when it pans out that you should start making money from that thing, you don't, you lose. That's always the thing. All right, last line. Like I say, this was 10 grand. This was well worth doing. 10 grand plus whatever the overage is, well worth doing. I don't know how much corn is per 1,000 litres, but should get like 2,000 or 3,000 litres over the top. But, you know, I'm just going to sell, you know, no matter what the price is, I'm just going to sell it. What's that? Change to. Change that. What we'll do is we'll just stick this up by the gate, and then we'll go back and offload it so we can get the money. Get the money. I don't know which way I'm going to go, so I'll just leave that there. Let's go back to the New Holland. How far you got to go? Oh, you finished as well. Okay, let's change position for you then first. Uh, 18 is down near the shop, isn't it? If I remember rightly. So we're there, and that's there, yeah. No, we're there. So yeah, we're already up. What are we up? 30,000, 35,000 already. Another 10 grand to go. That's 45,000 plus whatever we get from the crop. Another 6,000 here with this grass field. Yeah, we're already 50,000 plus for the day. Like I say, working your ass off, or working my ass off on this map. I'm averaging between 40 and 70,000 a day. And as you can see, that's not bullshit. That's exactly what I'm getting. Between 40 and 70,000 a day. And that's just, yeah, just keep jogging along, keep doing your thing, you know. Like I say, have a goal. That's kind of essential, have a goal. I mean, my goal at the moment, I'll tell you what my goal is at the moment, to buy the Big M. That's my goal, to buy a Big M. I only about 400,000 for that. I'm hoping it comes in the used equipment yard. And it's only about 300,000. That would be fucking kind of lovely, but of course I need to get to about 300,000 first. And then every month just keep looking in the used equipment yard and see if it comes up, because it don't all the time. Right, that's that. And now we're gaining money from whatever's left. Not a lot, 800. That's all we got out of the crop, 800. And some of you are going to go, that's ridiculous, 800. It's hard mode. It's hard mode, which means we get less. Do I play Forza? I used to. I did. I finished the map and I got boring again. Used to play Forza Horizon 4 a lot. But yeah, when they changed, here's what ruined it for me. When they changed how the seasonals worked, it became very, very boring. Let's take this back. Get the harvester back. And then we'll find some other work to do. Plus, to play it on PC, you still have to buy like your Xbox Game Pass, which I think is stupid. Why should people on Steam have to buy Xbox Game Pass? Now I know why. I know exactly the reason why. So you don't have to tell me. The reason why is because Forza is an Xbox exclusive game, and to play it online, Xbox users need to buy subscription to the internet, or to use the internet services, and part of them is Game Pass, of course, and there's other bits and pieces that go with it, but you buy the ability to play with each other. Well, fuck off, I already paid for my internet. You know, a lot of games that I play now, I can play with other people and not pay for it, so, you know. So there's that added bonus as well. There's that as well. The reason why I don't play Forza. But literally, somebody bought me the Game Pass. I finished the map within 2 weeks. Somebody bought me base game. I finished the map within 2 weeks. I tried to play a bit of online races, and it's worse than it was before for people who's just smashing you out of the way. I mean, literally, it's turned into a shit show. I mean, don't get me wrong. With Forza, there always has been a bit of that, but just occasionally you would get people that raced properly. And I know Forza is an arcade racer. Absolutely, it is. It's not a sim game, even though you can use your wheel on it. Or if you spend enough time configuring your wheel, should I say, you can use your wheel on it. Yeah, it's still an arcade racer. Feels like an arcade racer, controls like an arcade racer, so must be an arcade racer. Let's get the harvester back. Get the harvester back, fuel it, clean it, put the header away. But yeah, like I say, what ruined Forza for me was I was a big fan of that hard race seasonal thing that they had. And just before the end of 4, they got rid of it and made it what it is and what the seasonal things are now, which are too easy. When I say they're too easy, one of the last times I played it, one of the guys that I used to play with a lot when I used to be over on a different streaming format came and joined me. We did every single seasonal in an hour and a half. So it's like you finish them and it's like, what do I do now? There kind of is nothing to do but play online racing. And that just doesn't feel the same to me anymore. I mean, I have been spoiled. And when I say I have been spoiled, obviously I've paid for the privilege, but I have been spoiled. Because I have been playing one of the best sim racing titles out there for actual sim racing, which is iRacing. And if you deny, if you say no, either you've never played the game or you disagree with the fact that it's a monthly subscription. But for actual playability within the sim community, sim racing, it is the most recognized game for realistic racing without actually being in the car, like physically being in the car. I think it's that one now and LMU are the two best. And I've never played LMU. I'm just going for what other people have told me about LMU. PMR? No, still got a bit to learn. They took an arcade racer and I don't know, some people say they messed it up. They took an arcade racer, tried to make it into a sim racing game and messed it up. Now, the last time I played PMR, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. You know, although I could control the cars within a relatively kind of good, in my sort of skill level, good thing, I don't know, there was just something about it just felt off. And it's kind of difficult to explain how off they felt. I need to revisit because it's had a couple of updates, so I need to revisit because apparently they've made a lot of improvements. So I could do a revisit in PMR. And like I say, I've not got LMU, but apparently that's kind of... It's kind of second best for overall sim feel with the cars and that. Depending how you want to pay for the game, though, it's some people's top choice because it's got a very similar feel to iRacing without the subscription. You buy it in like the season, like your seasons and stuff. And I think there's like 2 seasons already and like 4 or 5 add-ons as well for different things. So if you wanted to buy the whole game, it's still like six bits of the game. Morning, Tav. How's it going? Guys and girls, it's the Average Viking. He's the man, the myth, the legend. Co-owner of the Discord, co-owner of most things Soak. Well, everything Soak. Alright, let's get this refueled, let's get this washed. And, yeah, look for the next thing to do. Morning, Gavin, how's it going? A little tired today, Tab. I got to admit, I'm a little tired today. And yeah, I've got kind of a busy day on. So obviously streaming now. Then I need to take a break away from everything and just try and get a few more hours. And then I'm on radio between 5 and 7. So yeah, normally when I had my granddad nap, I'm on radio. Now, like I was saying earlier, guys, I was thinking about upgrading the Massey. But A, what do I upgrade for? And B, is it worth it? Because of the money that the bigger, more effective combines cost. Okay, go around the other side and then you won't see. There we go. You know what I mean? You know, what do I buy that's going to be, you know, just as good as this, with more capacity, that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg to buy? Considering that, you know, even if this one's knackered, it's still only 104,000 brand new. Yeah, which class? I'm not just being a twat. Which class? Because like I say, what can I buy that's in the same price range as this that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg? So if I go down to Harvesters, like I say, 104,500, even if I have to buy it brand new, you know, and you say class, the 450 Exion, it's exactly the same fucking combine. Almost on, you know, yeah, it holds a bit more fuel. Yeah, it's 8 horsepower better off. Holds a little bit more fuel, but the thing that is main with the 2 Harvesters is exactly the same, and it's over double the price. Is it worth the upgrade? In my mind, no, it's not worth the upgrade. No, go a little bit dearer. 6,000 extra, 600 extra liters for 160,000 more. Is that worth it? No. You know, and, you know, same again with this Massey. Is this worth it? No. You know, and now you're getting way up there, you know, 180,000 more. So you can nearly buy another combine and a half of another one as well. You know, so the only reason why I would buy one of these, this one or this one or this one, this is my favorite one, which basically I can almost buy 3 of these by buying the case, as if it was on sale and I could get it for a cracking price. It's the only reason why I would buy one. There's no reason to update if you don't need to, in my eyes. So what have we got? We got an AI doing grass cutting at the moment. That's my thinking. Could go out and do 9,000 of bale wrapping. That'd be fucking easy. Or I could go out and do some cultivating with the new cultivator. Yeah, that'll do. We'll go out and do some cultivating with the new cultivator. At least with cultivating, I can interrupt it to go and sort out the AI dude. I need a tractor that's capable of pulling the cultivator. I think I'll use that one. It's the most powerful. And we'll go get the cultivator and go do something. There she is, the new cultivator. I've not used this yet. Do 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 do. I know this seems like a big faff, you know, to do a button combination, turn the seat round, back up, connect, turn the seat round, go forward. I know some people may see that as a big faff. I actually enjoy doing it. Weird as it sounds. Right, 70, 75, and 88. Let's have a look where they are. Alright, so we got one down here. One over there. I think what we'll do is we'll go up here first. So, just after 64. And we'll work our way around kind of clockwise. So we've actually gained nearly 50 grand today. In this particular day. In-game. And we're still going. And like I say, that's just picking the right contracts to do. And a little bit of luck in what contracts are there to be done, to be fair. It's not just, you know, just caning out contracts. You kind of have to go have the right contracts come up, which a little bit, you got to be like a little bit of luck. You know, you can't just go, oh yeah, we'll just pile ourselves in contracts. But you know, if they're the wrong contracts and they're only costing you like a grand, and they're taking you forever to do, then you're sort of, you know, against what I'm doing, you're sort of wasting time, in effect. Like I say, time versus effect versus the cost of doing the contract. And when I say the cost of doing the contract, if you're liming, fertilizing, liquid fertilizing or herbiciding, and how I've got this set up, or how Roy's got this set up for me, I've got to pay for the fertilizer even if I borrowed the equipment. And I can't borrow the equipment anyway, I've got to have the equipment. So it's an extra cost to buy all that in all the time. Which is why you don't see me doing many fertilizing contracts. And I know some of you are going to go, well, why don't you get cows and stuff? Well, then I've got to actually plant stuff to do cows with. You can't just go, oh, magic some cows in, and not have straw and hay and stuff like that. Morning, Cornish. How you feeling, bud? Did you get my message about your stream? Guys and girls, if you didn't catch it, Cornish did stream the other day, or last night. Make sure you go over and check him out. Check him out. You may need a universal translator for him, though. Right, so we'll get this dude to the field. We'll put it on automatic, and we'll go and sort out the grass dude. The grass dude's finished. Here. That's you sorted. Let's go to the grass dude. Oh, come on. Where are you? There you are. Whoop, there you are. Right. Fold up. Fold up. Go to the rear. Fold up. Where are we? Oh, right over there. Okay. Is there any more? Don't think there's any more to do. Might do these couple of wrapping ones just for quickness. No, no more hoeing. Shitloads of stone picking. I wish we had the, like I say, the farm productions. That would be ideal. Do all those fucking stone picking and take the stones back for me to make a line with. That would be fucking absolutely awesome. But since all I'm doing with the stones is selling them, no point. There's no real gain in it. And the reason why I say there's no gain is because the time it takes you to do stone picking. Stone picking is a slow job. So you kind of have to gauge it. Right, this thing needs washing. Mowers need putting away. What I normally do is just keep the mowers on the tractor. Like I say, I do plan to buy a Big M just to free up the tractors, free up this tractor. I mean, when I'm playing on my own, it's no big issue. When me and Kev were playing the other night, and we were kind of doing multiple jobs together, we ran out of vehicles. You know what I should have done? Should have put the diesel out a bit. Too fucking late now. Whoop. I should have put the diesel out. I don't know, maybe out on the side of that grass, maybe. Like I say, too late now. Just have to live with my decision. I could unhitch the New Holland now, whack it on the thing, and like I said, it's 8,000's worth of wrapping. That is very quick to do. I say time versus effort. Wrapping is an easy job. There's a tedding job there as well. Come back to do that. That's like 4,000. Nice, easy, quick job. I could end up earning like 80,000 if I carry on the way I am. Takes a rather long time to fill up. I mean, I only was down a quarter of a tank. I went not 2 quarters of a tank, but I was only down by a quarter of a tank. Well, I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been. Now, you guys know the way, you know, you guys have watched me for a while. You know I don't, you know, if I just had gone out and done one field, I probably wouldn't have washed this. But because it's already been out and done about 5 fields, the inside is a little bit mucky. So when I say the inside is a little bit mucky, what I do is I go inside, and if it's starting to cloud up, then it's time for a wash. I sort of gauge it on how dirty it is. So over the last few days, I say few days, few real days, months in game, I've actually done about 4 fields of stone picking. Why 4 fields? Because that's what I bought extra. So I've bought 4 fields, I've turned them around, stone picked them. They didn't really need doing, but because the stones were yellow, so they were kind of medium to small stones. But I thought, fuck it, just won't do it, because why do it? Yes, Matt, red message. All I say, I know. Okay, yeah, no worries. If you need any help, dude, let me know. When I'm not streaming, of course. Don't go, yeah, I need help. Can you help me now? No. Bug off. How do you make bales now? Well, how do you make bales? You know, you get a field, you mow the grass, but depending what bales you need, if you need hay bales. Right, so for grass bales, you just cut it. If you need to row it, you row it up in the rows. You get your baler, you make your grass, as long as it ain't got wrap on it, because otherwise it will wrap them automatically, which will be a pain in the arse. If you're making hay bales, you would, after cutting, you ted it, windrow it, and bale it. And if you're making silage, you can get the wrapper on the bale, yeah, on the baler, and after it's cut after it's baled it will put the wrap on it automatically. 70, 75, 88. 70, 75, 88. So one's over there. 88's down there. 27, is that one of them? '70's up in the top corner. Oh, dope. 27 and 9. What a dick. Oh. 27 is just when I come out. Right, we'll do that one first. Am I going to go make bales? No, these are just contracts, mate. These are just contracts. So I'm wrapping bales that are already on the field. Somebody's paying me to go wrap their bales for them. Yeah, somebody's paying me to go wrap the bales. So these aren't even mine. I'm just wrapping them for a contract. And part of one of the mods is, you know, yeah, I can have 3 or 4 or 5 different contracts on the go, but I can't do anything to the contracts. Like, you know, once I've wrapped them, the bales don't become mine like you can if you use sort of like better contracts. The contract mod that was in that Roy's let me have only allows me to do multiple contracts past 3. And yes, I have seen Valley Springs. I had a look at it. You can go back a couple of VODs and have a look at what I did. I basically had I don't know what you call it, first-person view of most of the farms that are available and a few of the like factory areas. Basically spent about an hour and a half looking around. It was very, very good. And I was like, you guys chose that I did it on a motorcycle, so there's no point going kind of in car, as it were, because there is no in car on a motorcycle. Of course, there's not. And we were like looking at the scenery and shit while we were driving around, and it was very, very good. The guys that did that map did an awesome job. Just a quick warning though, if you are going to go to the itch.io page and download it, there is 15 other mods that needs to be downloaded at the same time. Sounds a lot, but it's well worth it. It's a very, I mean, if you've seen Valley Springs and other maps, then it's fairly the same. You know, very skinny lanes and stuff, up and down hills, undulations, everything is nice and flowy. You know, you can take out stuff, put in stuff if you really want to on the farmlands. And if I wasn't into, like, well into this, I probably would have gone and farmed on it. But I've got so much time and effort put into this map at the moment, in this playthrough, that, you know, if I was to go and do another map for myself, this one, you know, if I enjoyed it more, this one might be put by the by, and I'd never finish it. And I'm not one to do that. I like to finish stuff that I'm doing before I start the next one. Red, how's it going? Guys and girls, Gamer Redman's in the house. He's a great streamer in his own right. Go over and check him out. He's at IRL work at the moment, probably. Right. Although most of the things on this map you can't get rid of, here's a weird thing that I figured out. Watch this next bell. How am I this fine morning? A little bit tired, mate, to be fair. It was a warm night. I say it was a warm night. It was a warm night, but I woke up shivering. There you go. The post is drive-through. Yeah, I woke up shivering at about 4 o'clock this morning. And then couldn't get back to sleep. Thank you for the like on YouTube. Appreciate you. Yeah, and I couldn't, yeah, like I say, I couldn't get back to sleep. I might have had another 20 minutes, maybe. But woke up very shortly after. And I thought, just basically sod it. I'll start my day and we'll get the stream on and get the stream, you know, kind of done and dusted. And we'll try and chill out from then and have a little granddad nap in between. And, you know, I've got radio to do later. And, yeah, it's a full day. Probably play the rest of the playlist that I didn't get to play last night. I'm not going to play the other playlist I got because that's for Saturday night, which is basically Saturday night's playlist is basically mainly kind of high energy dance club sort of thing. Well, I'm doing a 5 to 7, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock show on tonight and Saturday night, so kind of I'm the tea time to possibly going out to the, you know, say if you listen to TSFM before you go out anywhere. I'm kind of like the before show before you go out to the pubs and clubs, and maybe either you're chilling out playing a game at the same time. So that's kind of gonna be what kind of a show it is. Kind of very upbeat. Anything slow will be denied. Access denied. Kind of a dealio. Right, where's the other one? The other one is field 9. Which is just... Oh, it's over there. Now, do I go up... Oh, I think this one's the one where I go up through the farm and go into there like that. Think. We are going to have to see. We are going to have to see. I think it's the one we go up through the farm to get there. Oh, bouncy tunes. Defo have to have you on Saturday night. Having a few beers, yep. Like I say, it'll be like a club warm-up session for 2 hours. Thank you very much, very kind of you. So there'll be some remixes, some club classics, there'll be all kinds of stuff being done. Right. Like I said, I think this one I got through the farmyard of 249. So we'll have a look, we'll try it. Yeah, it is. Yay! That wasn't a guess, by the way. I was just trying to remember how you get there. I've done this field before. I think I mowed it before. I mean, since I do have plenty of money, I should go out and do a bit of fertilizer, shouldn't I? And get some yields up for the next time I actually do some stuff. Do some harvesting and stuff. So I should really go out and do some ferting. Oh, that's a point. I've just thought of something. Maybe I should buy a... Oh, what they called? Auger wagon. To refill lime and fert while I'm out. Reason being is I was out ferting, I was out liming some fields the other day on my own. And the limer ran out of lime. Yeah, so maybe I should get a small auger wagon. I mean, the fertilizer only takes 2,000 litres, so that doesn't need much of a refill. And the limer only takes 8,000 litres, so I only need, like, say, 8,000 litre capacity auger wagon, or auger wagon. The downside is if I pour 8,000 litres of, say, fur into the auger wagon, and then I go out with lime, and then I need refilling a lime, I then can't tip it out to refill. But hey ho, it is what it is. Maybe I get 2. 1 for each. If they're cheap enough. The wild side of life. That I once knew, and right around... Oh, this is a cover. Del Shannon was the original, I think. Keep away from around Sue. To keep away from run around Surrey. Right. Is there any more wrapping contracts to be done while I'm out with the wrapper? This also saves time and effort, guys, when you match the contracts up together so you don't have to keep going back swapping implements all the time. The answer is no. Nice tedding one. Trouble is it's way down in the bottom corner. I think what I'm going to do is these fertilizer ones. I think I'm going to work my way down through them. Right, let's go back to the farm. Pick up the fert wagon, and we'll go out and do some ferting. It's also 10 to 6, so we've only got like 4 hours in game, and then we'll have to skip time to the morning. And we have to get the vehicles back as well. That's part of the rules. Before midnight every night, regardless who's on with me, all the vehicles have to return to the farm. I say farm, contracting area. It's more accurate. Don't forget, guys, if you want to hear your favourite tune while you're watching me, 200 channel points, title and artist. As long as it's not something too stupid or something offensive, it'll be played. When I say stupid, kind of like, I don't know. I was going to say Barbie Girl then, but I kind of like Barbie Girl. You know, like the Hamster song, or yeah, the Chicken Remix. I kind of like that one. Bob the Builder or something. Yeah, that won't get on. Fraggle Rock, mate. I kind of like Fraggle Rock. Crazy Frog? Maybe not, Shelley. Anyway, hi Shelley, how you doing, lady? Do you know what Crazy Frog is? It's a more annoying version of a great song. Or it's a very annoying version of a great song. So, I like Axel F. I really do like the song Axel F. Both versions of it, the original and the clock version. And it's just an added-on version of the clock version of Axel F. You're just done from the night shift to the night shift. 77 hours. These are all 77 hours, so we can take as many of these as we want. There we go. Right. Nearest field. Nearest field to do these. Oh, right, there's two up the alleyway. We'll do these two. We'll come out. We'll go through the hedge there, and then we'll do these two. Then we'll come back and go this way and do that and go up that way. Probably the easiest way. Right, let's go. And it's got dark as well, so let's put some lights on. And just keep an eye on the time now. But on your red shoes and dance the blues. I know, I can't do his voice. Okay. Bush, oh, this won't take long. Holy crap. Oops, why aren't you spraying? Why aren't you spraying? Why aren't you spraying? What's this map? This is Drummond Extended. It's not on Mod Hub yet. I'm part of the testing team for it. This has got 30 in it. Why is it not 30? Why is it not 30? Hold the line. Yeah, Drummond Extended this is, with extra crop. Looks nice map, where you can have a quick, well I say you can have a quick, you can have a not a sneaky preview, because the normal version of this map is available to have in Mod Hub. So you can go and see the normal version, and basically the fields around the outside or around the border that you can't get to is the extended part of it. If you like kind of English, Irish maps where things are very close in, small to medium fields, undulations in the map, this will be your map. This will be the kind of farm you like. Mrs. D, good morning, lady. How you doing? How's the family? Let's go do this again. See if it works again. See if it works now. Right, here we go. Let's do this again, shall we? Why is that not working? Refresh track the lowest thing. Turn crop sensor on. Okay, that's this'll be fucking annoying if this thing does the job for me. The fuck was wrong? Literally, what was wrong? Let's try turning farm stick off. Farm stick on. See if that works. There we go. Alright, that's farm stick off, farm stick on. We'll just let it do its thing for a minute. Ring da bo do da ba da. Why for my daddy oh. Whiskey in the jar oh. Yeah, he's not singing whiskey in the gyro. He's singing whiskey in the jar oh. I just started a new career on Elm Creek. I used to play on an English map on FS22. Can't remember what it was called. Can't see it in FS25 yet. If you want a list of English maps, dude, a guy that does English style maps in all of his maps, Cavalier Roy. There's a fair few out at the moment. I think it's 5 maps at the moment currently out. He doesn't take, I gotta admit though, he doesn't take any plaudits for this map. This map was ported over from FS17 and he doesn't take any plaudits for it, even though it's under his name. The guy that originally designed this map kind of asked Roy if he wouldn't mind porting it over, which is why you cannot delete anything from any farms on this, on the whole map. All buildings and stuff, they all stay. Right, can I? No, it won't even let me do it now. Matt, did you get the message on Discord? Yeah. Yes, I did. Thank you. I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, for what you sent me, I think what I may do in those situations is I might be able to use you for giveaways. The downside is I'd only be able to buy maybe 1 or 2 at a time, instead of buying sort of 5 or 10. So it's still not working. I don't know why. Everything else works except starting up the job. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, just have the AI do it. Fuck it. And this time around, the cultivator is going to be ready as well. So where's the cultivator 2 at the moment? So he's just got this bit and this bit. And then what's he got next? 75. So we got this one down here to do. And then what's the last one? 88. 88 is down here. So he's got this one and that one. So I think I can come out of there, go through this field, come out there, and then it's just a case of finding where this field actually goes in. Possibly just down this laneway. But I know I can come out here on that one. Just depends which one's finished first. It's going to be a race to see who finishes first. To take my soul away. Whoa, yeah. I'm currently running a full green and yellow John Deere. Yeah, I've done all that, mate. I've done Class, John Deere, I've done McCormick, I've done Votra. I've done everything but the very, very cheap makes because they don't just... I can't get enough power out of them. You know, to run some of these farms, I need like a min-max of about 300-400 horsepower. And some of the smaller tractor companies don't do that higher class tractor. Which is a shame. Because I'd use them. I really would use them. However I want to work it, thank you very much. Is the top left plot a massive forestry plot? If that's the way you want to play it, yeah. Literally, if that's what you want to do, then yeah. I mean, I had a problem with wood chopping when I first started the map. But since I've restarted the save and had to put everything back in, it's now working again. So I don't know what the problem is. What was Roy don't know what the problem was either. So it's just, yeah, whatever. You know, as long as it's working, we can work with it. Right, just follow my fields around now, because I own this field that we just gone past. I own the next one, and probably the next one out that I'm about to go through it as well. Is there another gateway up that way? If there is, beautiful. If there isn't, I'll have to go through there and round. Oh yeah, there is. I can see the gate from here. Oh, right, I'll put this on auto, then I'll go and move the cultivator, dude. Like I say, I need to watch the time now, because when it gets to 11 o'clock, I need to take all these people back to the farm. No, it's around here and down. Straight into 73 and then diagonally across 73 is the gateway. We won't go diagonally across, we'll just go around the outside this way, and then right over in the corner there is where the gate is. I normally run Daryl Ferguson. Yeah, I've been through the whole lot, mate. I really have been through the whole lot. Even on FS25, I've actually been through the whole lot on this game. And I do it so I don't use the same stuff. I don't get bored. Literally what I do it for. So, you know, part of me not getting bored on the game is seeing different stuff, seeing different equipment, using different equipment, using worse equipment, using better equipment, using really wide equipment. I want to use it, you know, over the course of a year, just say real year in game. I would probably use like 3 or 4 different maps with all different types of equipment and go through the whole spectrum. It's kind of the way I play. So yeah, if we have a look at what's on offer as far as tractor wise, in the 300 or 400 HP marker, I mean, 171 horsepower, it's out of what I want to do, or I'd use it. 200 horsepower, it's out of what I want to do, so it's useless to me. You know, it's not till you get up to this line. I mean, I could use that at one point, just have a thing of that one. You know, I've done a thing of just the McCormick. I've just used a McCormick. I've done a thing on just using a Unimog. Literally, my whole farm was Unimog. Everything that I did was Unimog. I've not done douche fryer yet. That's a bit underpowered. There's a little bit bigger one than that. That would be a possibility. And no, there isn't. See, once I get up to this one, everything else is too powerful from a lot of the maps I do. I mean, one of the last maps I did, my heaviest tractor was like 500 horsepower, But that was because it had a fucking great hill to go up. And using a smaller, I used 300 horsepower to do a full load once, 1 mile an hour up the hill. 1 mile an hour. So I was like, no, needs to be bigger. Literally. Yeah, this, well, the cultivating's going to take ages. Let's go and watch the fertilizing, dude. I don't know, for some reason my button's not working for the fertilizer. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. Is it powered on the last thing? That's a point. Right, the rears are open. So that works. This will tell me whether it's the button or not. There you go. It's on. So it should spread the fur. It's just something weird's happening. I hope I don't have to do a reset again. That was a pain in the ass. So the button's working. For some reason it won't activate the fertilizing wagon. Right, from here I'm going south. And it's probably better to go directly into 50 if I can get there, and then go down and then cut across the 47. Otherwise, I've got to go to the right-hand side of 52, go into 46 and come back across. Yeah, I kind of know what I'm talking about a little bit. Oh, I don't know whether I'm allowed to tell you the full story, but I can hint. Watch this space as far as taking TSFM around with you on the move. I'm not allowed. I don't know whether I'm allowed to tell you the full story or not. Unless Zeps is around. Zeps, you still there? Are we allowed to publicly tell people yet? It looks like we're going through here, which is my field, through 52. And then we'll cut back across. Oh, I can probably cover that now, can I? Because it's been a month since I did it before. That might be a thing I can do. After I do all these cultivating. I just go over my crop again. It's been a month since I put it in the ground. So I can change the state of the field. Okay. You gonna work? What the fuck's the matter with this fucking thing? I don't know. I literally ain't got a clue. Literally, the activation button isn't working for it, and yeah, it's working for everything else. Unless it's... Is there a setting for buttons for the fertilizer? No, it's just an activation button, isn't it? A function turn on or off. That one there, tools on or off. That's all it is, I think. And that's on. Yeah, so yeah, we're good. It's just acting weird. So that's something that I'll be doing later on, guys and girls. While I'm on the radio, I'll probably send myself if the app. In fact, let's have a look, see what the app can do. Nah, shit, I just told you what was going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to try that. Because I was just seeing if I had a button for something. Seeing if there's a button for a button for a button. For a button. Let's get rid of the rock, shall we, and put another playlist on. Daily mix that one. Sure, yeah, that'll do. There we go. Right, 8 o'clock in game. Normally I would do this myself. Thank you, Eric, for the orange. Normally I would do this myself, guys, but with the button not working to power the thing on, obviously I can't.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Eric? The faceless one, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. Don't forget, guys, if you're over on the red side, please subscribe and thumbs up and chat in the chat over there. Really, really makes a difference. I can't tell you how much it does make a difference, but it does. Right, where am I going with this dude now? Right. Whoop. So I've done all these, so back to 28. How much fur we got? We're about half loaded. We're all right for the minute, I expect. Although we're quite close to the farm, so we could just quickly nip back and get some more, I suppose. Yeah, this one's red. I could do another coat on that, and I think I will after I finish these contracts. If I'm like awake later on, something I could do. Whoop, hello. It's 3:33 in Canada. Yeah, it's freaking early, mate. I know it's early because our resident Canadian hasn't come in and say hello, so he's not awake yet. Oh no, Camps is on his way to see family, isn't he? He's got a long drive to do, like 20-hour drive or some shit. Let's quickly go refill, do a couple more fields with it. Yeah, we should be able to get like 2 or 3 more fields in before we have to take the tools back. What's worrying me more is the cultivating ones, because I didn't see how much time they had left. Plenty of time left on these fertilizing jobs. So not quite sure whether we got enough time on that cultivating job. Too late now, we've already taken it and said we'll do it, so, you know, if it elapses, it elapses. Just the way it is. So like I say, instead of using farm productions, we've had to actually use normal silos for lime and fir, which is something that I've... Oh, that gate opening there nearly rocked my world. Down under, how we doing, brother? Right, do we go through the laneway just up here to see if the gateway's over here somewhere? Field 28. Which is just here, I think. Yes. No, that's not the gateway. That's not the gateway map. The next opening. It's the next opening. This opening here. Aha, there we go. It's this field, isn't it, that needs it? Yeah. Again, not sure what's wrong with the button, so we just had the AI plot around it. Come on. It is getting warm here now. Tell you that for nothing. I'm gonna put another fan on. There you go. That's 4 fans on in this room now already. Only says it's 18 degrees outside as well. But top temperature today, 34 degrees. That's what they've given. So over the net, according to the weather report that I've just been seeing on my Alexa View, it's going to jump 12 degrees over the next hour and a half. So it'll be 30 degrees by 11 o'clock. This was what was Charles and Eddie song, was it? Would I lie to you? Was it Charles and Eddie that did this one? It's okay, it's not great. I mean, you can't be a classic and original, but, you know, it's okay. Would I lie to you, baby? Would I lie to you? Well, yeah, don't you know it's true? 'Cause there's no one else but you. Would I lie to you, baby? Yeah. Right, this one's nearly done. So where are we heading now? We got 6 and 59. I think they're on the list because the next cultivating one is down here. So we've got 6. Oh, yeah, I think we could just go up there. So this one here is off of that little thingy bob there. Get that done in seconds. Come out, go up the road a little bit in here, bump, do that one. And then we just got this one down here, leave 81 for last. I think that's the way to do it. Try and do as much as we can before... Oh, it's there. No. Oh, fuck it. We'll just go through here. Probably get this one done and the next one done before we even have to move the cultivator over. Where are you starting, dude? Was that worth it? Obviously was. Now, like I said, I don't know what's wrong with my button on my farm stick. The activation button. For some weird reason, it's just not working. Normally when you disconnect and reconnect the tool, normally it works. But yeah, I don't know what's wrong today. Because it works with the mowers, powers them on, same button. That's why I was having a look in the menu to see whether there was a different activation button for kind of like the sprayers and stuff. But no, I don't know. My brain kicked into gear and was like, no, there's not, is there? Ugh. Thank you, Big Jem, for creating the hype over on the red side. Appreciate you for keeping that going. I don't see you. All right. Right, another one bites the dust out. Right, start collecting these in. So if we can get all these done, that's another, what's that, 11 and a half, 11 and a half, 16 and a half, 17 and a bit. So 17 and 3/4. So there's another 17 and 3/4 of what's there. And we've done 85,000 today. Like I say, just goes to show hard work, choosing your jobs wisely, how much you can earn if you really want to put your mind and thought behind everything that you do. Now, that could have been slightly more if any of the guys were available to come and give me a hand, because, of course, then we could have got a couple of more things done at once. Because even with one person in, we could have had one more job on the go. So we could have had another, maybe third extra. Well, maybe a bit more, because normally what happens is if somebody comes in and helps me, they control this sort of side of farming, and I go do logs and get rid of them. And normally what happens, by the time you get down to 0 on the logs, the next lot of logs are starting to appear. At the moment, I've never had the log contracts run out. Like I say, normally by the time you finish a set of logs, give it a few minutes and the next set's up to be done as well. There's like 7 or 8 each time. this dude's nearly finished. Where is it going now? So we are starting, aren't we? So we're on this one, and the next one's 81. So we go in verse 79. So go round the loop. We'll definitely get the fertilizing jobs done before end of the day. That's a definite. Because we're nearly finished this one. I don't know, 10 minutes to drive round, hour on the other field. Yeah, be fine. We're almost in the top corner of this main road as well, so I don't know which way to go back down. Or, I don't know, might be easy to go back down this way. It's about the same distance, it's way over that way in the corner of this little middle area. So yeah, going one way, you know, it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen in the other. Cultivating's finished, so that has to be moved as well, so we can literally... Yeah, as soon as we finish this, get in the other tractor and move him over. Start him off and hopefully get both of these done, like I say, before midnight. And maybe 1 or 2 other fertilizing jobs if they've appeared. And we'll just probably just keep doing fertilizing jobs until the cultivating's finished or until we run out of time. Like I say, 11 o'clock, I need to start putting stuff back into the contract area. Getting there. Right, so the turn is behind a hedge. So as soon as we get alongside 79, the actual turn down the dirt track is right beside a hedge. There it is. Shit, did I just take a wrong turn? I think I might just take a wrong turn. Can I get out this side? Yeah, thank fuck for that. Oh. Right, okay. You go fertilize that, and I'll jump in to... Where are you? You. 88 is... 88. Oh, 88's down there. Okay. 88's way south. Oh. Oh, I forgot the way out. Oh, I got... They get in at the top, don't I? Right, okay, we're on our way. It's going to be close. Whether I get this cultivating job done or not. Fertilizing job, no, not a problem. That'll be finished. Cultivating job, yeah, it's gonna be close. Whether I have to start it again in the morning. It's a long way to travel. That's the thing. It's a long way to go. And I know some of you are gonna go, well, why don't you just fucking fast travel down there? Because I'm not allowed. That's why I'm not allowed. I've got to travel down there normally. Roy's rules not being a thing, I would have just probably skipped down there and done it. You do mind if I munch on some popcorn? You can munch whatever you like, I won't be here. Kind of a pet hate, that is. You know, when, I don't know, say you're in a chat party with somebody and all you can hear is them going, oh, fucking drives me nuts. I didn't see a laneway there. Have I got to go round? What the fuck? Hold the line. Oh, that says there's a thing there. Did I miss it? Hold on. There's an opening just down here. Or I just missed it. This is a laneway there. Oh yeah, there was. I just missed it. It's fine. We're okay. Right, go on then. Do you think? We'll go back and watch the grass fertilizing dude because he'll be finished first. It's getting a bit bright now. Oh, it's better. Just the sunlight coming in through double glazed windows can heat up your house. I didn't think that was possible, but it is. I say I didn't think that was possible. Of course, I've always known that, you know, the thickness of your window can heat you up. Of course, I was an ex-bus driver, so that was a thing when you were on the buses, you know, the sun shining through a whacking great concave window, heating you up. It's just like, it's like what I used to say to passengers that used to get on the bus when they used to go, I bet you love this weather driving. You go, no, I absolutely hate it. And they go, well, why? It's sunny, you know, you should be in a good mood, it's warm, and la 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 la. And you go, you know, try this on for size. I'm not trying to be rude now, but try this on for size. Try locking yourself in your own oven at 200 degrees for a couple of hours and see how you feel. Well, how comes it's a bit like that? I went, well, if you ever as a kid got a magnifying glass out and burnt the fucking wings off a fly. And they're like, well, yeah, well, same fucking prospect of me being in here. And they're like, oh yeah, whacking great window. And you're like, yep, that's the one. It's the best, for instance, I could have said. Yeah, greenhouse type, yeah. You know? It's just like, you know, those of you that may or may not have conservatories in your back garden or wherever. On a hot summer's day when the sun's out full blast, sitting there for a good couple of hours without any aircon on. Tell me how you feel after that. Same difference. I am not joking. I give you at least 2 hours and you go, fuck me, it's too hot. Let's go in the shade. Because literally the sun going through the glass is like the same as what I said. Like using a magnifying glass and burning your skin off. Right, that's that done. So let's go back, refill, and put this thing away. And then we just have to... Oh, that's the wrong way, Matt. That's the wrong way. Because we're on that big field and the gate's down there in the corner because you're a twat. Mm-hmm. But yeah, 10 o'clock. So yeah, that's that one finished. And we're 20% into the cultivating, so that might actually finish on time. Like I say, we're just going to have to watch it. We're not working, so we can turn them off. I'm by the window and the heat is hot. The heat is hot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, if you sat at your computer, well, yeah, you're all right beside the window, aren't you? Yeah, you need a curtain for that, mate. Well, I think you had one, but yeah. Just shut the curtain, dude. Or close it a bit. Today is the day where you follow recommendations, definitely. If you live in the UK and you've got to get extreme heat, definitely do what they advise by blinding or closing the curtains to your windows. 26 degrees already where you are. Yeah, it's 24 degrees now. So since I said it, what was it, 20 minutes ago, it's jumped up 6 degrees. Apparently by 1 o'clock it's going to be about 30 degrees. By 2 o'clock it's going to be the 34 degrees. And then it's not going to cool down until about 8 o'clock tonight. Fucking awful. I hate this heat, really do. The only time I like above 30 degrees is if I'm in like Spain or something, where when the sun's out, the humidity's less because you're beside the water or something. You're at a seaside town that the humidity's less, so, and you've got the breeze coming in and it only feels like about 22 degrees, so you're out in your sandals and your shorts and stuff, and then it's nice. But yeah, in the UK when it's humid as fuck, no, this heat's horrible. Tell you what, since we're near the end of the day, when we get to the end of the day today, we might just call it a day and raid out. Why? Because I happen to know that the Average Viking is in the farm streaming room and it's getting ready, if not done so already, getting ready to push his button. So we'll have somebody to raid out too. He's live already. Yeah, so we've already got somebody to raid out to. And like I say, I'm going to go take a grandad nap and maybe have something to eat. And if you are going to be listening to any radio stations lately, please join me on TSFM for, I don't know, a kind of all-rounder today. I'm going to do like an all-rounder of genres. And yeah, then Saturday, it'll be like a warm-up to go clubbing and pubbing. So it'll be like high-energy dance and club. There'll be no slow songs on Saturday's playlist. Let's go part this thing away. And we'll go back and watch the cultivating, dude. Or I might even take over myself, make it quicker. Well, he's doing quite well. He is doing quite well. Let's give him the sack. Reverse that. Put that down. And we'll take over. There we go. We'll get it done a little bit quicker now. Hey, Mimwit. Mimwit must be on dinner break. How's the farm going? The farm's gone well, mate. I've virtually earned 100,000 in a day. Towards the next bit of equipment or whatever. I say bit of equipment. I'm not going to buy any more fields. I've got enough fields now for 2 people to come join me, so I don't need a third person because that means 6 more fields. So yeah, I've got enough fields now, and they're already set and ready to go. Maybe if there's nothing to do tomorrow, I might just pop round my fields and fertilize them all. That could be a thing. If we need any grass, I might cut the meadow on my goat field. Do you need drivers? Do I need drivers? What, for the farm? I'd have to get you cleared by the map maker, dude. And you'd have to agree to certain things. So it's not a quick process. Everybody that's been okay to be on the farm has gone through a process and a like a gentleman's agreement to not do stuff once they have the map. And the people that have the map have been coming into my streams for at least 6 months. And I play with most of them as well. No, Welsh I've known for, I don't know, 2 years maybe. Kev, I've known Kev for about 12 months, but we play together every week. Like every week we're snow running. But I'm always active and online, but you've only been in here for maybe a short time. Compared to the other people that have got it. Give it another few months and, you know, you might get consideration. Yeah, I'm going to get this done in a reasonable time since I'm now doing it. And the reason why I say now I'm doing it is because I'm not spending 20-30 seconds of time trying to turn around, you know? Yeah. For some reason, either Twitch or yourself unfollowed, which is why you're now down to 3 hours again. I know you've been here for longer than that, so don't panic. But like I say, you've not been here a terrible amount of time, you know. And the thing is, this isn't a map that's readily available, so I kind of got to vet everybody that is given permissions to come and join me. Two days in total. I will need to. You will need to what? You won't need it. You won't need the permissions, Minute, because you've already got permissions from the map maker. Because you're part of the team. And when I say you're part of the team, you have been given maps by the map maker to do your own thing on. So you won't need permissions. Guarantee you that, dude. We're going to finish this bang on time, aren't we? I mean, it's 5 to 11 now. I've got 1% to complete and then we finish this contract. So I'm going to be finished bang on 11 o'clock, right when I wanted to. I won't need the fucking line for that. There we go, we're finished. Douche, just go back to the farm. Wash some fuel. And then, yeah. Put everything away, skip the day, and then is it the raid out? Quite a long drive back to the farm, which is why I said tools stand by 11 o'clock to get back to the farm by midnight. It's quite a long drive back. And yeah, like I said before, guys, the way I do my finances on this playthrough is I literally all month I earn. And at the end of the month, I pay some bills and I buy the stuff that I need to buy that I'm saving up for. But first, obviously, the loan comes first. So, you know, if I'm in the mood to buy something, what I normally do is just pay what I'm supposed to pay, which is £5 grand. And then I buy the thing that I want to buy if I'm really, really close. If I'm nowhere near, I'll probably put 10 or 20 grand down because I know I'll earn that back and more within the first day of the month. The only time I won't do that now is if I'm doing my own stuff. But then again, the canola fields should be ready all at the same time. There's 4 canola fields, some are quite big. So that should be a real nice money earner. And then of course I'd ferret and all that lot back over. Hi, well, Shano's saying hi in a minute. Biscuit breakfast is running out. Stomachs just fell out. Do that, give it a clean. And yeah, ready to rock and roll for the next day. Take care of your equipment, it takes care of you. The one thing I don't do is let my equipment get below half state. Anything to half state, absolutely fine to use. Anything below half state and you're losing maybe some efficiency out of what you're doing. The reason why there's double wheels on the front is because they're narrows. So basically, I've got crop destruction on. So say if I go into my canola field right now, I won't damage it because I got narrows. If I had mediums or large wheels on, yeah, I'd damage the crop. So I'd lose yield and stuff because I've rode over it and damaged my crop. So, I don't know. Captain Dave Esquire, thank you very much, dude, for the resub. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my dude. I'm going to put this over here. Next to... in the shed here, next to the motor and stuff. Good thing is with this is you get to drive forward as if you're driving forward, but you're actually reversing. In some vehicles, yeah, you can attach to the front of the tractor and push it in and do the same. So yeah, if you've got any of them tractors and you're useless at reversing, just keep this thing in mind. Keep these in mind when you're doing it. Because, you know, it's only a case of a few seconds turning the seat round. And you're ready to rock and roll again. Or if you've got a tractor that can hitch onto the front, it's just a case of unhitching, turning around and going again. There we go. Right then, let's get back to the house. Collect all the contracts in. And I shall tell you what we've earned today. So we started out with about 24,000 today. That was our thing after we paid all the bills. So 127,000. I've earned 103,000 for the day. For the day. And that's just basically caning jobs. So we're going to slow the time down because we're not going to play anymore anyway. And then we're going to skip the day. And see what we got left. Sometimes it does take some overnight for different projects. Like now, the daily loan 566, property maintenance 400, so there's 1,000 and a bit gone. So literally yesterday with those fees out, I've still earned 104,000 yesterday. And when I look at the what's left to do today, oh, look at that. That'll take me about 10 minutes. 24 grand straight away. Oh, yeah, boy. Right, anyway. I'm going to raid out, guys. You guys on YouTube are supposed to go because raiding isn't a thing over there unless it's been pre-arranged, which I think is absolutely stupid. Why would you want to pre-arrange a raid? You don't know who's going to be on in 4 hours, whatever your streaming time is going to be. But you guys on YouTube, thank you very much. Don't forget, if you've watched the whole of the video and you've liked what you've seen, don't forget to subscribe, put the thumbs up, chat in the comments section below. Everything you do really, really makes a difference. And thank you very much for watching.